So much has happened in the past few hours. We got heaps of new info for Fusion World Set 5, as well as some news for the digital version. So today we're going to be covering them all and then get up to date of what has released in terms of the new cards that have been revealed to us. So starting things off, they're doing a Fusion World and Dragon Ball Legends collab for a starter deck FS09 and FS10. That is coming for June 14th, 2025. It will feature Charlotte as one of the leaders, as well as Giblet. Honestly, they revealed like snippets or teasers of these in the past, and I was going to assume that we might have like a dual-colored leader at this point, but it doesn't look like it since they are separating both Charlotte and Giblet on separate decks. But if this is what the leaders are looking like, looks really, really good. I don't play Dragon Ball Legends, but I do know a little bit of the story and these two characters themselves. It would have been cool if they were on the front side, both of them together, and then they flipped into their fusion, which would have been sick. Then they revealed the name for FBO6 that is coming on May 2nd, 2025, which is Rivals Clash, and it will feature, looks like, Broly as the main card here. It's safe to assume that Green Broly, the leader, will be coming back at the very least with some extra support. Then the next starter deck that we are going to be getting closer is FS08, and that is going to be Vegeta Daima Super Saiyan 3 form, which is very, very cool. He is yellow. They already announced that he is going to be a yellow leader, which is very interesting because Daima is a red color, so I wonder what he will be ending up doing. And then they started to reveal the secret rare alt arts. So here is the double starred for both of the cards. Since FBO5 is for the anniversary, they went heavy on the double guard art rares. And yeah, it looks really, really nice. Goku and Frieza looking very good. Definitely better than the last one, I will say. And then this is the 1-star secret rare. So yeah, it's still very, very cool. I actually like them both. The colors are really nice. And based off FBO4, you can't really go worse than that, I think. We also got alt arts for the leaders. So this is Gogeta's leader. I freaking love this leader art. I would love to play Gogeta because he looks so cool here. But I just need to see what he can do first in order to really go heavy, because alt arts are not that cheap, you could say, for leaders. This is the Vegeta, which looks absolutely beautiful as well. If only the front side was also foiled. Imagine the rainbow background. Would have been beautiful. But yeah, Vegeta looks awesome. This is the Kaioken Goku into the Super Saiyan Goku, which looks great as well. They are doing really good with these ults. Now, the front sides are looking a lot better. FBO2, the front sides were looking pretty ass. I think since FBO4, like, both the front side and the back side arts are looking very, very good now. And then this is Janemba's here, which looks great. That Janemba is such a funny character. And then the final one, which is going to be Daima Goku. This is going to look so good with all the foiling, man. Now, for the digital version, they announced some news for the first anniversary. So not only this will include, of course, introducing the FBO5 set and version 5.0, but once we get to version 5.0, which is in February 13th here, we are going to getting a free secret rare wild card, which is awesome. So if you're missing out on a secret rare that you need, you can use the wild card to get yourself any of the 5 sets of secret rares that we have gotten so far, or you can save it for a rainy day. They're doing this like constructed deck present, and you can choose one of your decks we've constructed for each of the 5 leader cards in New Adventure to receive as a present. And there will be a great timing for fans to start playing. So it will be like a little starter deck thing, which you can pick one of the 5 here, and I'm assuming it's going to have a mixture of sets 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards, so to make new players get into the game much more easier instead of having to deal with 5 sets to be pulling from. And then we'll be able to get up to 40 packs worth of tickets with special missions, which is awesome. These will be for FBO 1 to 4 packs. So they're starting to be a bit more generous with these tickets, which I really do like. Power up the FBO 5 constructed deck you got. An original card set with cards that can strengthen the FBO 5 constructed decks will be available for purchase. That will be very interesting. And then big news here, Mac version arrives. The awaited Mac version release is confirmed, and it will be available for even more fans to enjoy. Thank God. So this hopefully comes out on February 13th. I myself, as a Mac user, I'm very excited for this. Now, after that, it means that there might be iPhone and Android, maybe, potentially. Who knows? And then battle with players from around the world in a digital version exclusive tournament. A digital version first anniversary tournament is coming. Enjoy battling skilled players from around the world and get prizes. The prize will be a FBO4-012 Sun Goku Mini Dimer, which is also a regional prizing for IRL players. So that's really cool. And then there's some update info and campaigns planned for the first anniversary, which will be revealed later on. Just based off this image, you can have a wallpaper of your choice here. So that's a good start, I would say. No other hints other than select match on the bottom left here. It has Vegito and Gogeta there. And that's about it. Now we'll cover some of the cards that we haven't missed out thus far. Starting off with this uncommon Vegeta. When attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and then place the top 3 cards of your deck into the owner's drop. So a self-awakener, but on attacking, which is pretty interesting. If you can keep this guy alive, it would be actually a very nice card, I think. If you're trying to rush down to the 20 drop as well, this guy might be needed. Then we have full power extra, 2 cost. And activate main if your life is at 2 or less. Choose up to 2 battle cards with 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So this is a more restricted but cheaper sickle that is harder to use against certain cards because you KO them instead of just bottom decking them. Then we have the Zangief yellow card here. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And you're able to spend 1 energy, draw 2 cards, and discard 1 card from your hand. The amount of draw power you can get comboed with Janemba is actually pretty sick. Then we got a new SR for red, which is the Tamagami number 3. And it is a blocker that cannot be KO'd once per turn. If it was a little bit stronger, I would consider it. But yeah, it's 15,000 kind of whack. Should have been 20,000 at least. Then we have this Muri, which is a blocker 10k power, 10k combo, 1 cost card. Add 1 card from your life to your hand. So 1 cost Self-Awakener is very interesting and very decent for green players. So everybody has a 1 cost Awakener other than black at this point. And then red has a banned one. Then a card that I've seen a lot of news on, which is this Vegito 4 cost, 30,000 power, 0 combo. On play, choose to 1 battle card with a 4 cost or less from your opponent's battle area and return it to its hand. And then when attacking, if you have 20 more battle cards in your drop, your opponent can't attack using battle cards with cost of 3 or less during your opponent's next turn. It pretty much kills a lot of current decks that we see, like Boo. Then we also have Vegeta. I wouldn't say it's not like the greatest, but even Black Baby, you can't really start the Rildo chain because you start wasting a swing or 2 because Rildo and the Hyper Metal Rildo can't swing. So it's actually a pretty strong card as long as you get to 20 or more cards in your drop. Now, the typical blue is not going to get to on curve 20 or more cards, but if you're focusing hard on Awakening with Vegito and ditching at least 10 cards at that point, then you can make this work. I think the best possible way is keeping that 2 cost Vegeta alive and keep on swinging and taking life and milling. So I can see this potentially working. In other decks, Gohan might actually work as well. But at that point, you have so many 0 combos, it's going to be hard to play. But I do like it's on play as well. It's somewhat decent. We'll see how people will be playtesting with this guy. And then a new field for yellow. Switch this card in a battle area to rest mode. Play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 1 and Jaguar's Island in special trait from your hand in rest mode. I don't know if they revealed any 1 cost Jaguar Island cards. I know they released the Jaguar himself, but I forgot what cost he's at. Yeah, so I guess it just depends on the battle cards that you can play off. Then they revealed the SR Sun Gohan, 20,000 power, 3 cost. So on play, choose 1. If your life is at 2 or less, choose 1 battle card with your opponent's battle area and KO it. So it's a KO that can kill anything as long as your life is at 2 or less, which is great for the Goku, which plays off being at 2 life. Add 1 card from your life to your hand. Then choose up to 1 battle card with a 3 cost or less in your opponent's battle area and KO. So this is for the earlier plays. This is for the later plays. I think if you start playing this late game, you're you're then relying on the 7-drop Goku as your game ender. Then we have Janemba here, SR. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then switch 1 energy to active mode. Choose 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. This is actually a really good card. It's Self-Awakening for yellow, switching energy, which means that it's actually played at 2, and then resting opponent's battle card, which means that you don't have to force awaken them. It's actually pretty good. This Goku here, 5 cost for black, 30,000 power, 5k combo. On play, if you removed an energy marker to use this card, draw 2 cards and activate main once per turn. Discard 1 card from your hand and switch this card in battle area to active mode. I don't really know how I feel about this card. For 5 energy, it's kind of a waste. Because, you know, you can play Bardock and actually remove a battle card. At this point, you'll probably have to worry about the field. And unless you're going for game, this could be helpful just to get 2 swings off. But yeah, I mean, unless there's some sort of support for this guy, I don't know. Then we have a Candy Vegito here. 2 cost, 15,000 power, 10k combo. Place this card in the battle area at the bottom of its owner's deck. If you have 20 or more battle cards in the drop, add up to 1 Sun Goku with a cost of 3 or less and 1 Vegeta with a 3 cost or less from your drop to your hand. It's pretty good. It's always good to have more recycling cards, I guess. Very, very interesting. It's kind of like the Gotenks, but for Goku and Vegeta. And then we have this rare Majin Buu Evil. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. When KO, choose 1 rest mode battle card with a 3 cost or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. You can force KO itself, which is cool. And it's another Self-Awakener for the Buu deck, which it needs, especially ones that can be searched with the Bibbidi. But for 3 energy, it's quite expensive. Maybe we're playing more like a mid-value Buu deck at that point instead of Rushdown. And then finally, the latest card that they revealed is finally the 3-cost Sun Goku that they have been teasing support cards for blue. 25,000 power, another 0 combo card. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose one of these effects. Place the top 5 cards of your deck to the owner's drop. The other effect is if you have 20 or more cards in your drop during this turn, the next time you use an extra with a cost of 3 or less from your hand, you don't have to pay the cost. This is a really good card for the Gohan deck because you can start playing the 5 energy cards for free at that point, at least one of them, if you have 20 or more cards from your drop, and still have a body on the field. And for the Vegito, you can mill faster into that 10 and still self-awaken as well. And then it also becomes a potential double striker, and I believe the Vegeta gives it, what, like 30,000 or whatever. It'll be interesting to see what you can do with this guy. I think it might work in a lot of blue decks. The last effect is the most important. As long as they can get more than 20 cards in the drop, then you're all good. Last but not least, for those people that play IRL, these are some new products here. So we got this Gogeta deck box, which includes the sleeves as well as the new extra that is coming for black. It looks really good. I'm actually really liking these. The sleeves are going to be so good. And then there's a Vegito counterpart, which looks as beautiful. It's interesting. This 4-cost Vegito is from FBO 4, the one that pays 2 to get a 6 costs and a 5-cost Vegito. Interesting because it's a base Vegito, but now it's a Super Saiyan Vegito. And then another product is this anniversary set here, which has a couple of old arts and a new like luxury deck box that they have here. And it comes with some really cool old arts. I know it's a little bit blurry, but the 1-cost Videl, Gallic Gun. I think this is Destructive Strength here. The 1-cost Frieza that rests. I think that's 10,000 power, right? 10,000 combo. Zarbon Searcher. I can't really tell which one this card is. Another Bola Super Combo. Gotenks 4-cost. Some sort of Bulma card. It's not the draw one. It has too much of a longer effect. 4-cost Giant Ape Baby, 4-cost Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I think this is the Piccolo. No, this is the 3-cost Gohan. That's minuses 15k. This might be the 4-cost Droids. Super Combo for Cabba. And as well as the 1-cost Whis here. Or it could be the 1-cost Vardos. Again, the images are a little bit blurry. It comes with sleeves and an energy marker as well. But that's pretty much it when it comes to today's news for Fusion World. A lot has happened. here's the timeline of what we are expecting these products and stuff coming out. So I hope you are excited as much as I am. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one as always. Till then, peace.